hiccups, no major issues. We have our hydration station ready. And snacks. So, we good. That was a merge. Had no idea.
Hopefully I live after this drive.
Wow. Excuse me.
So for context, this is her first time driving in a while. I usually do all the driving.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think in the other vlogs that I'm in a car, like I'm usually on the passenger seat because usually he's driving. But this road trip, I really wanted to drive. There's something really, like for me, something that's like fun about like open road driving in this way, like highway driving, because it's like open road, you can turn the music on and like go for it, you know. I'm not saying we're like on the Autobahn or something where you can like blaze at like 500 miles an hour. That's not what I mean, but it's like fun to be out on like an open road when you're driving. I think this is the first time we've been away from the city, like away, since the pandemic has really started. You know, I think it's particularly interesting for us because we were in New York City the whole time through thick and thin.
I think it's just more like the sense of being carefree is like out the window now. You can't really be carefree as
we used to be.
Yeah.
Even going on this trip, like the few days like leading up to it, I had some moments of like, I don't know, like should we even do it? There's some risk involved, but I think it's helpful to safely get away.
Yeah, and it's just like the city is, we've been there for a long time.
Yeah.
In terms of just like not going anywhere, because we usually would travel somewhere.
Yeah. We had trips planned that couldn't happen. Understandably couldn't happen.
And you know, I don't really complain about being in New York at all.
Right.
But like it's just like a lot of things are closed. New York City, you'd be able to do something new almost every day.
Yeah. And
Like that's out the window. You can't really do as much.
It's also the end of August, which is like, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
I know every year everyone is always saying, oh, I feel like since every year that the year went by so fast. And this year in particular, I feel like
this year needs to end.
Yeah, well, like I'm like, part of me is like, oh my god, it's the end of August, and then part of me is like, oh my gosh, like we all like survived till the end of August. Like what the heck? Every day it felt like it was like there was some new thing that was going to draw the end of the world nearer, and we're all still like alive, and we're like surviving all of the stuff that's happening. It can seem overwhelming at times, and so it feels like you're surviving, right? Like just surviving day to day.
I mean, 2020 was coming after everybody, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We lost so many good people.
Yeah. Too many.
But it makes you think in a different perspective where, you know, you're more grateful for things.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what would have happened if I was by myself during a pandemic, so.
Yeah, same.
So I'm grateful for you.
Aww. Me too.
its glory.
We're staying at the Belarus Castle, except they have a castle portion, and then they have more of like a hotel-y portion. And they also have a farmhouse, basically, which is like 2.5 miles away. So we looked at the rooms and we looked at all the different sections and then the different vibes they have, and we decided to stay at the farmhouse. But to check in, you still have to go to like the castle, the main castle section, to check in, get your keys, and then you drive over to the farmhouse. Yes. We made it! Exciting! Oh, speed limit, 10 miles per hour. There's the castle, right?
Yeah.
Do not enter. Wow, there are a lot of cars. A lot more cars than I expected, huh?
In 0.1 miles, turn left.
Sir, I'm already here. Cheers. Good morning. Just wanted to share the view today. I'm so grateful that the weather is really nice today. The sun is shining. This is Seneca Lake. It's in the Finger Lakes. That's the hotel portion, and that is the castle that I'll do a close-up shot later. We are sitting at a bench enjoying this view and relaxing.
find the remedy, or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away.
Where are we going?
We are heading to Watkins Glen to hike and see some gorges / waterfalls.
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Yes. It is not even 7:30 in the morning. Oh, I think you can see the sun coming up. I'm not a morning person, but on this trip so far, I've woken up in the morning to see the sunrise, which is nice.
How's the trip so far?
It's good. It's fun. Last night we went to, what was it, FLX table, and
What does FLX stand for?
I think it stands for Finger Lakes. Like, that's the acronym that they use in this area. So, I was saying before we had to re-navigate that yesterday we went to FLX table. It's I guess it seemed to be very much like a farm-to-table style. What was it called? Like a communal table, or like a family-style dinner, where they cap it at 16 people per dinner setting, and there were 14 of us yesterday. They spread the tables out and they put partitions in so that, you know, there was appropriate spacing because of the times we live in, but the dinner itself was really great. And just, I think the whole experience was also really nice, given that we haven't had that kind of experience for a long time. So, that just made it really stand out, I feel. Plus the dinner itself was great. The wine pairings were great. And I liked how it was kind of like every sauce, though, was like a pick your own adventure kind of thing. Like, you can use the sauce if you want to. If you don't want it, you don't have to use it, you know, because they're all on the side. It's not like, you know, all mixed in and you're just like, you stuck with it. It was like you can add as much little as you want to really have the meal be what you want it to be.
What?
No, I was also thinking about what we did yesterday, and we also went antique shopping yesterday. A little bit. We plan to do more maybe today and tomorrow. So that was fun. I was just thinking about the pieces that I got from that one shop we went into.
It's like you found gold.
I was excited with my finds, okay? got my Timbits. I don't know why I get so excited when I see Tim Hortons, but here we are with the Timbits from Tim Hortons. Yee-hoo!
Okay, thank you.
I know they come out in little test tubes. It's interesting and cute. So she said to start here and go down.
Yeah.
Up and down. So always top to bottom, left to right. You ready?
I want to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I want. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your bars, beauty queens without no gloves. You can do better. I dare you.
Hey, like a little flower area.
I don't fit into your bars, beauty queens without no gloves. You can do better. I dare you to be wild. I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free and make.
Cheers.
That one's not bad. It's like an apple cider, a little bit sweeter. It's wind.
Don't envy you people with long hair.
Yeah.
And then we go to the brewery after.
Yeah. And then we'll be able to leave the first spot we came to today.
I mean, it's like 3 wineries and 1 brewery, so. That wine slushy.
Yeah, I liked it. That's why I'm leaning towards getting the Riesling and the wine slushy kit as like reminders of this place, and then we can move on to the next one. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm ready if you are. Mascot.
Mascot.
Might be where you get that from.
The Amazon.
Link in description.
Hey, these are really handy though, okay? And like not to like I don't know. It's like antibacterial, so like they have the layer in between that prevents bacteria and stuff from like growing, and it's just nice when you know you have to take your mask off and like you can put it on the table without.
It's made with a microvan plastic, which is what they use in hospitals.
Yeah, exactly. So these are really handy. Okay. I thought there was only black and white, and then I shared these with my dad, and he found blue and pink too. So you got more color options than when I did. Kind of cute how each setup is a little different here. This one's like swampy. The other one with the flower wall was much more like feminine.
Swamp vibes.
This one's swamp vibes. That one was more feminine. The first one was more like traditional winery, you know?
You will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better. So much better. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws.
Which one you want?
You can do better. I dare you to be wilder.
Probably the specialty beer.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, you'd probably like that one. Yeah, but I have to get one that you're going to drink most of. So, you want dark beer or flagship beer?
Do flagship.
Yeah. You want to do a tasting? Or you want to do a glass? One last time. So, on our wine tour, our wine tour guide and our chauffeur was mentioning the spotted duck, how they make frozen custard with duck eggs. And the ducks are like on the premise. You see in the back, there's like the farm for the chickens and the ducks. And so he was saying how it was really creamy because they use duck eggs there. So that's why we stopped by on our way back.
Enchanté.
We've left Geneva. How sad. But it was fun. about you?
I did so as well. I got vintage goodies.
Yes. What was your favorite part?
My favorite part?
Mm-hmm.
I liked our dinner at the FLX table.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely a highlight.
And the wine tour was great.
Yep, that was fun too. I liked the place we stayed at.
Yeah. Got so many good shots from there.
Yeah, just from there, and also
Not that we're staying there because of like just to get content, but like it was just a lovely place to stay.
yeah, it had a lot of charm, character. So we're actually headed home, and by home that's actually my parents' place. And then we will be actually going to the Hamptons for the weekend. And for us, it's a bit of a continuation of our trip, if you will. We will all be going over to the Hamptons. So many bugs died on the windshield, RIP.